Hi everybody, we're going to have a look at SHIB. So SHIB coin is something that we haven't really looked at too much on the channel before, but we are doing that tonight. We can see on the 1 day it is down a little bit, but on the 5 day things are looking okay, and really now on the 1 month things are looking amazing. You can see from this point here on the 4th of October all the way up to where we are right now, we've had a tremendous run up. The price of this coin down here was so low, and now we have actually dropped to zero and come all the way up to where we are right now, which is a very good thing actually, because bear in mind guys, a lot of people did actually own SHIB back at this point down here. A lot of people owned it very early on, and I do assume that a lot of people will have made big profits as time does go on. But what we're focusing on this video is the 1 day and the 5 day chart, and actually we will be zooming out to the 1 month as well, but we'll be doing a bit of a technical analysis. I'm going to be sharing my opinions on this currency as well and all that sort of stuff. If it sounds good, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, but do remember this is not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor. I thoroughly recommend that you do your own research before investing in anything or making any decisions whatsoever, because like I said, I am not a professional and I think you'd need to be aware of the risk before making any moves. But yes, we're going to jump in now. We're going to look in a bit more detail at what we are seeing across SHIB and the markets in the past few days. So we're going to start off over here on the 1 month chart just to zoom out and see how big growth we have seen in SHIB. Now obviously, like I said, on the month we are set up massively from this month of October going forward. We have seen some really big growth. It's taken us up all the way. Like I said, we've dropped to zero and now we are where we are. Now in the past 5 days, an interesting trend does appear to be forming, as you can kind of see that we appear to have found a little bit of a bottom with the price of SHIB, and now we are bouncing back up, which is a really good thing. And it is a weekend right now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people are still trading on the weekend, but going forward into the week, it definitely does get me thinking about what is going to happen and where we could be moving next for SHIB. And again, like I said, on the 1 day chart, we are seeing that move upwards, and you can see some very flat consolidation down here on the 15-minute 1 day chart, and again, that could potentially point to a break upwards or even potentially downwards. Now ideally we are looking for a push upwards. I think it isn't impossible because like I said, we have found that bottom in the past week or so, which is really good, and from there we do have that potential now to bounce higher. I would love to see that. And going forwards into next week, I know a lot of people are thinking about SHIB because like I said, we've seen that huge growth. A lot of people were not invested and now a lot of people want to be invested, so I think we're going to have some new investors jump on, whether it be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or even on the weekend. Some point in the next week I think we're going to have a lot of people jump onto this coin, which could potentially be beneficial for the price of it going forwards. Now on top of that, like I said, as time does go on, I think once the prices do start to rise, the FOMO is going to be kicking in. Right now, people are kind of apprehensive, I do believe, because yes, some people are trying to get into it, like I just said, but I think other people see it's had a massive rise. What's going to come next? I think some people are anticipating a bit of a drop, and that is usually how things do work as people do take profits. However, if we do see some growth going forwards into the next week for SHIB, I think it could also be beneficial for persuading those people to potentially buy into this as well, which would be beneficial to the price of SHIB too. So like I said, we're at a very okay level right now where I think we could definitely be seeing a break upwards possibly. It does hint to the potential of that happening, like I said, on the 1 day chart. And I think where we are right now, we're in a very strong position to see that, as we are having more and more attention from retail investors and from the media actually as well on SHIB. You know, people are talking about this more than they would have been before. For instance, we're talking about it here on this channel right now. But let's have a look at the technical indicators on the 1 day, 5 day and 1 month. On the 1 day, and we're going to zoom out to the 5-minute chart, we can see down here the RSI figure is at 47. On the 1 minute chart it was at 42. We can see we're sat exactly on that moving average, which is very good. And over here on the MACD we are a little bit bullish, I do believe, but it is still pretty flat because like I said, we're seeing that consolidation now in anticipation of our next move, whether it does be upwards or downwards. Now the 5 day chart out here, we can see the moving average is where we are right now, which is very good. We can see the RSI figure is also at 46. Now bear in mind guys, 50 is neutral, so 46, I'm not worried about that at all. And the MACD trend down here is turning a little bit bearish, I do believe, if not flat. So we can see it's relatively flat and it's not really too significant because of how flat it is in my opinion. Now over here on the 1 month chart is where things start to get interesting because you can see the trend that we are noticing. Now this is a 50-day moving average, and when we see massive moves up like this, it doesn't really count for anything because of course it's got no chance to catch up as it tracks the past 50 days. But what we are seeing down here on the RSI, we're still very high at 77. Bear in mind guys, 80 is overbought, so 77 is basically up there, only 3 points away. And over here on the MACD, bullish, bullish, bullish. However, we are seeing one bearish candle here, which could potentially be an early indication of a trend change. Not necessarily though, as we are still in the green on these lines and they are still on a bullish trend upwards. However, like I said, the next day or two is going to be crucial for determining where this chart goes here on the MACD. So overall, what I'm trying to say in this video, I think Shiba Inu, what we've seen in the past few days, is obviously amazing. You know, it's made a lot of people money and I'm very, very happy with that. Does that mean it's over for this coin? Of course it doesn't. Look at Dogecoin a few months ago. You know, the price of Dogecoin went up to like 24 cents. And then, of course, a lot of people thought, well, 24 cents is going to be the highs. And obviously that was not the case. It went higher from there. It went all the way up to past 70 cents, as you can see here. So this is what I'm trying to talk about with Dogecoin. We had this initial spike up, which took us to about 20 plus cent. And people thought it was over. It did actually die off for a while. But actually, from there, massive bounce up, and we saw 75. Now, like I said, this is not Dogecoin, so, you know, a comparison like that is not necessarily the most important thing to do, but it does happen, and that's what I'm trying to say. So with this coin, I would be anticipating a move potentially to the upside in the next few days, because like I said, we are at this level right now where we are consolidating. Bring out our pen if we can, and we can draw a little bit of a triangle on what we are seeing in the past few days especially. So I'll get the pen out and show you what I mean. We've seen a bit of that triangle form in the sense that we are having lower highs and lower lows as well, which is really good if it will let me draw out the other line. So you can see how this one could really see a move to the upside next, and of course we would all love to see that. But as always guys, I will be updating you guys on the movement of this coin in this instance. I'll be talking about the fundamentals if it's something that you guys want to see. I just wanted to inform you that a move could potentially be coming, and especially as we have more and more interest, and potentially as we have more and more articles being published about this one into the next week, I think it could be a really exciting week for this coin. Thank you for watching. See you all soon. Goodbye guys. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.